Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So this may be somebody that you have been in a relationship in the past, maybe. It could also be a situationship. For others of you, it may be a very strong connection where you feel there's a whole lot of energy, however, nobody is really speaking up. And for those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, as well as Uriel, to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Wowee. Wow. Absolutely amazing. You have here only 2 cards in this deck that are related to love, actual feelings and emotions of love. You got both cards, and with this kind of grid that we have parallel right here, you got feelings and emotions, and you got love. That's very strong. This person is totally in love with you. In love. Absolutely in love. Yep. Somebody here was a little bossy, a little stubborn. I'm getting the word stubborn. And ego. A little bit of ego and pride. For some, maybe even more. But that was something that also caused a problem here. We have pleasure, followed by feelings and emotions, doubt, embracing the shadow, illusion, love, laughter, power, and beauty under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. A few hours ago, my nose was perfectly fine, and now it's starting to become stuffed. So you will be hearing me in a voice that sounds like a stuffed nose person speaking. Oh, it's that season. Alright guys, I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. These cards are very intense. The feelings and emotions are intense, so it could be vice versa as well. Both of you may be sharing the same energy. My dear Scorpio, in this connection, there is a lot of pleasure that I have experienced, that I have felt, and that I have fantasized about. This pleasure is physical as well as spiritual. It makes my heart happy. It makes every part of me happy. It's almost as if it satisfies my soul. I do feel that in this connection I have found you, and what I see through you, what I sense from you, is this love. Now I feel this towards you. Feelings and emotions. When you're happy, I'm happy. And when you're sad, my world falls apart. In my own right and my own way, I take risks sometimes, trying to see where this connection might lead me, but also trying my best to always be a guiding light. If not for you, maybe for myself. But I try. And your love and your affection is very much like an inspiration to me. I also feel that in this connection now, things have changed. There's a part of me that you never really understood. I never really exposed it to you. And because of this, I doubt that the connection between us will stay as strong as it did before, or even the potential that it could have had back then. Now there's this lack of faith and a lack of trust, and I doubt that we can reset and regain that balance, or even try to have a balance. I do feel that in this connection, there's this part of me that you have seen that is the dark side. The dark side which wants you to embrace the shadow side of me. I have been impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive to a degree. And this feeling that I have, yes, it is strong, but it is also a part of who I am. And I can't change that. Because this is a part of who I am, I'm hoping that you can embrace that part of me as well. One of the issues I have is that I'm hiding. And I'm hiding because you've seen this part of me that is very impulsive and aggressive. Somebody that makes you feel now very uncomfortable. The situation now is very awkward. And that's why I doubt that it'll be easy connecting. I also feel this sense of, and this need of hiding my true feelings. Do I love you? Yes, I do. But do I hide it? Yes, I do. I don't tell you the truth. Instead, I stay behind a veil, behind a false mask. I hide my true feelings from you. The truth is, I am in love with you. This love is true, it is pure, it's sacred. This is unconditional love. And love that also has feelings and emotions that run very deep. In you, I have found a friend. Somebody who I consider a best friend. You know how to make me laugh. You know what makes me tick. You know what makes my heart happy. And all the things in between. There's many things that you have that I admire. The friendship. You are like my confidant. I enjoy this. You are also like a ray of sunshine on the cloudy day. And I know that you'll always come through. There's a part of me that feels very vulnerable, weak in the knees, emotionally vulnerable. You have this power over me and you don't even know that you have it. This power that exists, it's very strong. It makes me melt. It is very tempting. It is very alluring. And it's hard to change. It's hard to let go. Things are different for me. But I do want to be that individual that can be in your life. Overall, I admire you. You are someone who is absolutely beautiful. Not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. Your mind, your body, your spirit, your character, and your personality. You have this way of making me see who I really am. And understanding that what I see is a reflection of myself. But it only makes sense and feels real when it comes through you. I feel more real. I feel more alive. You have this way of being one with nature. And I feel very grounded, knowing that somehow I am connected to you in some way. You are radiant, and you radiate this vibrant energy, as bright as the sun and the rays that comes from it. For now, I admit that I do have feelings and emotions for you. And yes, I've had pleasure. But the problem is, the one thing that's keeping me apart from you is the awkwardness, the situation that has occurred, the feeling of being so uncomfortable now. How do I restart this connection? How do I fix the situation? But I don't expose that to you. I hide. All right, Scorpio. This person really loves you. They are in love with you. So there is a difference when you love somebody and when you are in love with somebody. Total difference here. There's passion here. There's pleasure. There's a sense of friendship. But there's also this feeling of being very awkward. This also indicates to me that somebody made you, and this could be vice versa because of the type of cards we have here, but somebody in this connection felt very uncomfortable. Here, this card also indicates to me feelings of being uncomfortable and feelings of just being awkward. The connection, the situation is so awkward. An individual here does not know how to restart or start the connection in the first place. How do I move forward? Because now there's doubt. Because of somebody's behavior and the way they acted, there's doubt that the other person may be even interested in them. Sometimes it's what is it called? A put off? I don't even know what they call it. But, it's very discouraging. You see something in someone, you had a different impression, and then all of a sudden you see this person acting in a certain way, and it's very unexpected. We see a different side of them. And then the impression that we had, it's now, it's like renewed in a way. It's reevaluated, reassessed. So here I see a situation where somebody found out a little bit more about someone else's personality, and things started to change because of that. This person does love you. Why do they keep distance? Partly they're embarrassed. This individual is also embarrassed because things are so awkward. And when they're embarrassed, they really don't know how to connect or what to say, what to do. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So this particular deck, I have a look to see what it is that may have caused the problem in the first place in this connection. Things may have been okay in the beginning. Things were perfectly fine back then. But then things started to go downhill. So it was very sweet in the beginning. What happened? That started to make this sweet connection sour. Now, wow, very, very big heartbreak. We have here this deck. I read in the reverse, firstly, for those of you that are new. Also, for those of you that are a little confused as to the why. Why did this person ghost me, right? Why did they leave? This is for those of you that didn't receive any closure. This is for those of you that have felt that this person ghosted you, or that you know that they've ghosted you. The connection maybe has become less, where before they used to message you and talk to you frequently, but now it's quite less. However, there's no surety, like what happened. There's no explanation. That's why I look at this. So here I look at the why. We have here 8 of staffs and the 3 of arrows. All right. So with the 8 of staffs, we have here sudden communication, movement, and release. Waiting too long for communication to take place, perhaps it was time to take the initiative to create waves of communication. Yet here, someone was waiting for the other to make the first move, and they were being passive-aggressive. So it's almost like you're playing chicken with your telephone. Who's going to call first? Who's going to text first? In that case, cell phone. So there was a lack of communication, and there was a desire from both parties to communicate. But like I said earlier, there's a little bit of stubbornness. I'm getting the word again, stubborn and ego. I'm getting the word agnostic. I don't know why. Like I'm seeing it. And I think that's like a religious thing. Give me 1 sec, guys. Agnostic. What does that even mean? A person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God or of anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith nor disbelief in God. Okay, so for some reason that was important. All right. Now we have here 3 of arrows. Three of arrows. Here we have loss, sorrow, and oversensitivity. This is probably the toughest card. The one that has the most amount of grief and pain and sorrow and suffering. So here we have 3 of arrows, a sharp pain in the heart, disappointment, and the end of a love relationship or separation, sorrow that can either enlighten or debilitate. It was time for healing. Someone here needed to transform their grief into understanding. What started happening in the end, where things started to turn and change, but differently, there was a sense of overindulging in grief for the sake of drama, slow easing of sorrow. So your person of interest, they may actually have known, they know that what they did was not right. It made things very awkward. Yes, they were disappointed that certain things did not turn out. They did not get to hear your gorgeous, beautiful voice. They were missing your voice. And because of this, they started to feel that in this connection, is it even worth reaching out? But because they didn't, it started hurting them. So it's really interesting here. There's this gap that existed. There could have been communication. However, this individual was waiting for you to do it. But the problem is, guys, I've seen even if you do it, it reassures the other individual typically. And then what happens is crickets once again, right? All they want to know is, my Scorpio coming back. Oh, okay, yeah, my Scorpio came back. It's okay. I'm good with my Scorpio. Now, let's move on to the next. I'm going to ignore my Scorpio for a while because I know I have them in my back pocket. This is a situation. So be that rare diamond. Be that rare diamond so that you are not misused and used. You're going to have to be valued. By communicating, that's okay. But if you communicate too much, and if you know this person is not communicating at all, it is time to take a step back. Unfortunately, communication here was less. And this individual thought that at some point you might just be the one who's going to be reaching out constantly. And that's a problem because that's not what happened. Most likely it's not what happened. And because it did not happen, that is why this individual was heartbroken. Because what they thought was supposed to happen did not happen. They thought that they could get their way. They thought that they could also convince you, maybe even manipulate you to do what it is that they wanted you to do, be the way that they wanted you to be. However, at the end of the day, they were the ones that ended up feeling sorrow, sadness, melancholy. And of course you did too. I see that here. That's by default. You were upset. You were sad too that there's a lack of communication. What I'm getting here right now is I want you to communicate because it makes me feel important. It's almost as if this person, they need to be on top in a way that it's like they're a king or they're a queen and they need to be served. People need to go to them. It's a weird kind of mentality this person has, but they do feel that it would have been nice that you were the one who was just chasing because it makes them feel good. The problem here is that that's not practical, right? How many times is that really going to happen? Maybe once, maybe 3 times. That's about it. But here we do have, because you did not communicate as much, and even because they did not communicate as much, it was still hurting their heart. There's no particular reason for this. Simply, I typically see reasons. The only reason I'm seeing here, and I'm seeing the word right now in my mind's eye, is stubborn. This person was being very stubborn. They wanted to see how much they had a hold of you. They wanted to see this. You got to be careful with people like that. That's manipulation. However, right now, Scorpio, you had the first set of cards, and that clearly indicates absolute love. There is absolute love. There's no doubt about it. You have 2 cards that confirm it. Here in the beginning, things were very rough. And most likely that love that came about, it came because there was heartache, because there was a heart involved. There was love involved, emotions involved. And because there was heartache, now they've realized that this pain was being caused because I love my Scorpio. It makes sense to them now. At least currently, this individual, they do very much love you. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. And this particular deck, I look to see what it is that may have occurred in this connection in the first place. In the beginning, how things progressed, and now going forward. So this particularly is what actions are they going to take? What plans are they going to make? Or do they have any intentions? But this all is based on the earlier cards as well, the actions and all. You have a 10 of Cups. Yes. Very, very nice. So here we do have the Magician and the Fool card, two major arcanas. This definitely talks about somebody who's impulsive, somebody who takes action first and thinks later. However, it's somebody that has a good heart because, of course, you do have the 10 of Cups here. It's just that their way of doing things might be, I'm getting the word unconventional, might be a bit different. The Magician card here indicates that they want to be all that they can be to be with you, to help you, to be that special individual who can be there for you and provide you with so many things. And then we also have here the Fool card. The problem with the Fool card is that it's a rushed energy. So a connection may finish as soon as it had just started. The passion might just dissipate after like 2 or 3 days. That's not right. That's why in this reading right now, I'm seeing that it's important for you, Scorpio, to take the lead going forward. You set the pace. You set those healthy boundaries. Your person of interest is going to take a leap of faith towards you. Yes, they are. But they may be a little impulsive, maybe a bit rash in terms of their decisions, but their heart is in the right place. For a small portion of you, 3 of Pentacles, you also had the 3 of Arrows earlier. This could be a third-party situation as well. And if it is, this does indicate that somebody that you're either working with right now or in the past, or you're associated to somebody through someone else, there's love here. It's growing. The love is starting to grow to the point where this person can't stop thinking about you, especially during the workday. Here we also have, if that's not the case, this individual wants to start a project or somehow manifest things, construct things, have a partnership together so that they can move forward and build something and construct something together with you. We also have here the 10 of Cups. Absolutely perfect, gorgeous 10 out of 10 card. This is a gorgeous card to have full emotional happiness, fulfillment. Very nice. Contentment. Here, your person of interest does want. They want to have, in terms of settling down, they want to have a home. They want to be a couple. They want to, some of you you want kids. So this person may want kids. If not, it could be pets. It could be plants. Could be anything. But working together, getting things together, having hobbies together, it's a very sweet, hopeful period coming up ahead. Very nice, guys. This is something that they pray for. This is something that they wish for. So because of what they did, the way they behaved with this lack of communication and the separation that existed, they do feel that they have turned your soft heart into a hard heart. They feel here that you are now very cold, aloof, distant, and it's hard for them to get back into your good graces. It's hesitation that they have now because of, again, getting the word again, stubbornness, because of the stubbornness, they're realizing now that the hesitation that's existing because of the way they behaved, that is something that's causing the problem now. And they're finding it difficult to approach you. You, Scorpio, you might not be like this. You might be absolutely warm and accommodating and loving, but this is how this person views you because they know what they put you through. So do I see this individual reaching out to you? They are trying. Directly or indirectly, they're going to try to grab your attention. They're going to take a leap of faith, and they do have the intention of the Ten of Cups. I mean, right in the beginning, you had love and you had feelings and emotions. So this person, you've made your mark. You made a mark on this person. They really do want you, and they want to manifest with you. They want to bring you certain things that could satisfy you in your entire life. But the only thing here is they feel that it's difficult to reach out to you because they feel that they've hurt you so much they don't know how to approach you anymore. That there is a hesitation, which is why you probably had doubt before. That's why there was doubt. That's why there's the awkwardness. Look at what I did. Things are awkward now between us. I ignored you so much that it's like, oh, who am I? Who are you? It's so awkward, uncomfortable. The environment is very uncomfortable. That's why this person's behaving this way. Well, you know what? They put themselves into this situation. So many people do this. They take certain actions that don't make sense. And when everything just kind of like falls over and, the tower has fallen, only then they realize like, oh my goodness, what did I do? How do I rebuild this now? How do I fix this now? For some people, it almost feels as if it's too late. Is it too late? For some of you, you might just have had enough. Enough is enough. For others of you, it could be a hopeful period where you want to see that Ten of Cups, to be in that type of a situation. But there is still hesitation from this person. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, so you may have seen on the title that there is a bonus. The bonus reading today is a very different kind of reading. It's a spiritual journey. Right now it's on pause, but I have packages for one's spiritual journey, what it is that they need to hear or learn about themselves. So this is going to be similar for you for the upcoming year. These cards, however, the ones I'm pulling out right now, this is Archangel Answer cards, and this is regarding the decks that I just went over. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Here we have, yes, you do have a choice. Some of you are done, and some of you want to continue. So they are saying that, yes, it is up to you. You do have a choice. You can either be with this person, and if you're not with this person, you have opportunity coming through. So this is really good. You're going to get an offer, either from this person or another person, or just two people, this one and somebody else. A year from now, I know it sounds like a lot, but a year from now, things are going to be quite different. And here they're also saying to look for a sign. Signs and synchronicities, positive things. But for some of you that want to move on, this also means to, yes, look for signs that are unfortunately red flags. And when you realize this, you will take that leap of faith and change your decision. When you do, if you decide to, you still have some positive things coming through. You have an opportunity coming through. So either way here, something good is going to happen, whether it's with this person or with somebody new. It could also be somebody from the past that you have always wanted and desired, and they've come back into your life to that opportunity. However, look for signs. Look for signs and synchronicities. Don't go out looking for it. It will come to you. But definitely look for the red flags. And from now until the coming months or years, if you see red flags, that's a different story. But think about the red flags that have happened before with this individual. Did you realize these things? Have you noticed these things? Because sometimes we realize that, oh, I never really paid attention. And when we start paying attention, there are no red flags at that point in time. However, we ignored the ones before. And it's the foundation of the relationship that's created like that, right? It's created on a lack of trust, on a lack of faith when there are red flags. So be careful and look for signs. Understand what it is that somebody means. Understand what it is that they have in terms of their intention. I'm getting the word hesitation. So I do see that this person is still hesitating. They do love you, but there's some hesitation. All right, guys. I have here 3 different decks that I'm going to be using. So this part of your reading is done. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated, guys. All right. I have here Archangel Oracle cards. This one is Archangel Therapy. Ooh, very powerful card. Oh my God. You got the Twin Flame card. Goodness gracious me. That is a treat. You have a special connection with this person. Now, because we're dealing with thousands and thousands of people that are watching this video, and thank you for that, I need to tell you that not all of you are going to be specifically twin flames. Some of you may have the symptoms of a twin flame, but you may be a soulmate or a karmic partner, and those are still very intense connections. There's not much, if you are a soulmate or a karmic partner, it's so intense that you might feel that it's a twin flame. But it's very common. It's intense because it's a past life connection. All right, let's have a look at another deck that I have. This is also angel cards. Okay. Very different. It's interesting how almost all the readings that I've done, the message is so different for each one. Sometimes the theme is the same, but it's different. It's so unique the way they kind of come out. Here we have Angel Therapy. Okay. Archangel Raphael is saying, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take on your burdens. So this does mean talking to the divine, talking to your angels, and letting them know what's bothering you, what you do need help with, and then look for those signs that'll come through and those opportunities. We also have here moon cycles. Archangel Haniel is saying, notice how the moon affects your energy and your manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. So what's interesting about this card, it does talk about noticing cycles of the moon. And then any type of ritual you want to do in terms of manifestation, do it during the moon. Now, the way I believe, and I know that the time the moon comes out in certain celestial, the planets and the stars, there is more energy. There definitely is. There's no doubt about that. But you should also have the faith and the ability to create and harness your own energy instead of waiting for the moon. So you don't have to wait for the moon. That, oh, on that day, I'm going to do this particular method or this ritual. You can do whatever, hopefully, very godly and very angelic ritual that you may have or manifestation. Try to do that on a day that you feel your energy is the most, right? You don't have to be dependent on a calendar date. Any day is a good day to pray and manifest. You don't have to be dependent and wait for that time, because in between that time, there may be some negative energies and disadvantages that may occur. So catch the opportunity when you have it, feel the energy, and make yourself as powerful as you can possibly be. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Very interesting 2 cards here. Vacuum away fear. Call upon Archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, from your surroundings, and from the situation, as well as everyone involved. So, the feelings and emotions that you have, some of you may have a lot of fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what may happen in this connection. Where is your life headed? Right now you're waiting for somebody, some of you, not all of you. But based on that somebody, your future will change. It'll be made. However, try to create your own future where the person will become integrated into your life, into your routine, instead of you just waiting there in that sense with the fear. Because what I'm seeing here is that the situation that you're in right now, it has created a lot of fear-based energy and a lot of insecurities. And because of that, when you are insecure, it attracts a lot of negative energies. What's needed here is that you need to understand that you cannot be waiting for this person. I'm getting the word move on. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you will want to move on and find that other opportunity that is coming through. Some of you will want to stay and see it through, and that's okay. For that, you have to be more confident and vacuum away that fear that exists. People can sense fear. And when the time comes, some people can take advantage of that fear by manipulating or even by using that fear against the individual. We have a really amazing card here, Twin Flame. Twin Flame. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. So, this is definitely true. A spiritually based romantic relationship. Right now, guys, I do have my orders on pause. I am sorry about that. I know many of you have reached out to me, but hopefully at some point, not so much in the near future, but in the far future, I will be able to get those up and running. Do email me if you are interested in a past life reading, and I'll put you on the wait list for now, because I do have a wait list. And when I get to you, I will definitely reach out to you. We have here also trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. Okay, this is a totally different category. There's some type of an idea, invention, thought. It could be business related. It could be a hobby. It could be a new job. There's something happening here. And whatever it is, because it's repetitive, give it a try. It's divinely guided. We also have here a very beautiful card that will hopefully allow you to rest your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. Ground yourself is the name of the card. Ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you to balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. So it does talk about reconnecting with yourself, knowing yourself, and even knowing nature, where we talk about moon cycles, right? So it is important to ground yourself. Grounding yourself helps getting rid of also fear-based energy because you're very sure of yourself. It may take some time, but I do see that eventually throughout this year, this coming year, if you do, take this advice, things will change for you for the better. They will. That's the only reason these cards came up. Scorpio, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situation in terms of your connection, your relationship, and this little extra bonus part of the reading. I hope that it does help you and that you do incorporate some of the information for your venture in this new year, whatever you do in this new year. Hopefully, some of this information will help you and guide you. Also, I just wanted to quickly mention, for those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio. And that channel, the videos on that channel are absolutely free. I have, because of the twin flame card there, I actually do have some videos on what and who is a twin flame. There's 2 of those. And I also have past life and spiritual connections, those types of videos, as well as relationship advice videos. And there's one that I created a while ago. Well, it's the most recent one that I uploaded. It's about negative energies. So what and who are negative energies? How to handle these things, how to get rid of them. Why is it important to get rid of them? That's an extremely important thing to do. So if some of you are interested as well, getting rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, inside of your chakra centers, which is your body, do have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com. Over there, you'll see that I do have a few self-help guides as well, and also the chakra checkup in case you guys want me to have a view, or any one of you, what was inside of your home, how many negative energies around your aura, inside of your body. So I tell you this, I teach you how to get rid of these things. And at the very least, whatever is owed to you karmically, whatever is written in your book of life, it will come to you. But sometimes, even when we have these negative energies, anything that we desire and we want, it does not even come. It will not arrive. Because these negative energies are blocking it, the happiness that we deserve. That's why I teach people how to get rid of these things so that we can get what it is that we deserve. All right. Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys again. And happy holidays to you. Bye now.